In the bustling landscape of recruitment marketing, the power of a well-crafted message cannot be overstated. While purchasing space on a renowned job board is probably a very comfortable marketing move for you because you've always done it, paying for a reach does not solve the problem of a bad or a poor quality recruitment marketing message. During those times when your job advertising has not generated the results that you expected and wished for, was it because you figured that times are just tough? Or was it because the message failed? The true challenge lies in crafting messages and content that reaches your target audience and resonates with them deeply enough for them to be inspired to act. Welcome to another episode of the Building a Modern Employer Brand podcast. Today, I'm bringing you a topic that I hope that will spark your thoughts and inspire you to take a closer look at your recruitment marketing messages. I want you to assess, are you copy-pasting sentences and phrases from old job posts or other companies' job posts? Or are you making an effort with the most updated and inspiring information unique to this role, this team, this division, this organization, this opportunity, ensuring that your campaign delivers the results that you and the hiring manager are expecting? If you're new to this podcast, my name is Susanna Rantanen, and I'm a top employer branding and marketing communications expert in Europe and also a top 10 employer branding agency owner in Europe. This podcast is for those who want to learn how to use branding, marketing, and communications for business success as an employer or a seasoned professional in the area of HR, talent acquisition, career coaching, or employer branding who want to learn how to use branding, marketing, and communication for your own success. So let's get started with this week's episode. I am talking about my favorite subject, which is great communication skills, because these are the cornerstone of effective recruitment marketing, just like they are the cornerstone of effective employer branding, personal branding, business branding. In this world of inundated with information, your job post needs to be much more than just a list of requirements and benefits. Pay attention. Your job post is a conversation starter. Yeah. An invitation to a potentially life-changing career opportunity that only your organization can provide for this person. It's about telling a story that aligns with the aspirations and values of your ideal candidates and helps them to understand how your offer is able to move them forward towards a better life from where they are today. The narrative should be compelling, it should be clear, it should be concise, and place the relevant job seeker as the hero of your recruitment story. As much as you are trying to fill a vacancy, which I understand, you must also compel available talent to consider your opportunity. And this is where your persuasive communication skills will come handy. Not only does it matter what information you share and in which order, what also matters is how you say it. Your tone of voice, that should reflect your organization's unique culture, your vocabulary and values. Truly, it's not just what you say, but how you say it. The tone, the language, the structure of your job posting can significantly influence a candidate's perception of your company and their decision to apply. Now, here's a little advertisement that I want to share with you. we have this learning and development program called the Instant Employer Brand Accelerator. It's an online program, so your location doesn't matter. In this program, we teach and guide our students, which could be you, on how to communicate better in a recruitment marketing campaign through your messaging. We literally give you templates and offer help or guidance, support, sparring for you to rewrite your recruitment messages and job posts in a way that truly will win attention and compel action. Great communication skills have become one of the critical skills in all talent marketing and communication, from recruiting to employer branding. So in this podcast show notes page on modernemployerbrand.com/podcast 160, you'll find a link to the Instant Employer Brand Accelerator program page. I want you to go check out this page to understand what this program is about, because this is pretty unique and our students have loved it. So I'll put a link in the show notes page for you, and you can also find a link on my LinkedIn and Instagram profiles. Now, the other week on this podcast, I think it was episode 158, I spoke about building brand trust, leaning on this powerful trio of credibility, authority, and influence. And if you haven't listened to that episode yet, make sure you do. And I'm not going to repeat what I discussed that week, but I want to connect the dots for you and explain how this same trio is equally essential in recruitment marketing, because relevance is key in reaching the right candidates. Now, a generic job post with a lot of pumped up advertising budget may access a high volume of applicants, but how many of them are the right fit for your company? How many? Do you have any idea? Now, I want to tell you that it costs your business much more to evaluate, to assess a high volume of applicants, risk negative candidate experiences, and probably also miss out on potential stars than to learn how to write persuasive recruiting copy content and convert your employer brand audience into your job candidates. Tailoring your message to speak directly to the desired audience is crucial. And this requires you to understand their career aspirations, their challenges, and their struggles, and the solutions they seek, because your offer needs to be a solution for what they're seeking for. Now, an effective job post addresses the specific needs and interests of your target candidates. By the way, I have a template for this that I've created, this effective job post template. And this is what I teach you and give you the template in that Instant Employer Brand Accelerator course. It's worth more than the entire program for your company, for your employer. I can tell you that. Now, this effective job post, it addresses the specific needs and interests of your target audience, of your target candidates. It goes beyond listing qualifications and experience, delving into the impact of the role. What impact does this role have in the in your company, and the growth opportunities that this role offers for them? Instead of writing what you're looking for and expecting, you need to turn the tables around and write about what this right candidate is looking for and what they can receive and achieve through your offer. So let's talk about credibility, authority, building trust, because that's really essential when you communicate your recruitment offer. Now, these play a significant role in the effectiveness of your recruitment marketing. Candidates are much more likely to engage with a job post that comes from a credible source, and that credibility is a perception. It doesn't mean that your organization, your business isn't credible as such, but are you credible in their eyes? If they don't know you, they are not credible. If they know you for the wrong reasons or have the wrong perceptions of you, this may risk your credibility in their eyes. If those wrong reasons, those wrong perceptions make them see you as a credible source, and then their experience is something else, your recruiting is likely to fail. So this trust is built through consistent, honest, and transparent communication before the process starts, during the process, and after the process. And this is how to make your candidate engage with your job post and with your process. Now, my advice is to make sure that they trust your employer brand. But if you don't have an employer brand, or you don't know whether they trust you or not, then your recruitment campaign needs to build this trust for this specific case. Now, when you are building trust only for a specific recruitment process, it doesn't build a trust for the entire organization for your future recruitment processes, but it will help you in this specific process. You want to bring out, talk about your company's achievements made by the people that are working in similar roles in the same team or the same division, or for the same customer promise, or somehow are connected with the role that you're hiring for. You want to get employee testimonials from these same people. You want to have a clear description of the role, its impact, the goals, the expectations, what does success look like, and the impact this role will have on the organization and the customer or any stakeholders. All of this transparency and information can enhance your credibility. The post was me thinking that it will also, but you have to make it not from a generic point of view, but you have to dig deeper, go deeper. You don't want to be just stating facts. You also want to build this engaging yet realistic vision of what it's like to work in this specific role with these people, for this hiring manager, for this company, for these customers at your company. What is it going to feel like? What is it going to be like? Also, to be honest about what it's not going to be like, who this job is not for, that will also boost that trust and credibility factor. And with that, I'm going to tell you that another great way to build trust is to be honest about also your organization's weaknesses, because everyone has them. Organizations, hiring managers, recruiters, top management, every single employee, everyone on the payroll. I have it. We all have weaknesses. So let's be honest about them. Because being honest and transparent is obviously key to building trust, especially if you have such a short time to try to earn it, which is obviously the time that you are promoting the vacancy and receiving or expecting applications. Going back to the job boards, relying solely on job boards for recruitment can actually be a very limiting strategy. Obviously, while they provide visibility, they cannot guarantee that the right candidates will notice your job post, that will read it thoroughly and decide to apply, because there's also a lot of competition. And if your brand is not credible, if you're not a credible, engaging employer in their eyes, they're gonna skip your job post. So you want to take advantage of the other channels and platforms that the digital age has provided us with, where the potential candidates are likely to spend time. And when you diversify your recruitment marketing strategy to include social media, social recruiting, professional networking, other digital platforms can increase the chances of your message reaching the right audience. And not just reaching. I mean, reach is very important to get the message across, but your message must also inspire them to act. Now, this approach also allows for more engaging and interactive forms of communication, such as videos and podcasts and webinars, your unique aspects, your unique values, your company culture than just the job post. Finally, paying for to reach a wider audience doesn't automatically translate into attracting the right applicants to actually send that application. Now, the power of persuasion comes in hand here, and this is also an important element of great communication skills. Persuasion is an art that involves aspirations, needs, desires. Your recruitment marketing should not only inform, but also inspire and motivate them. It should create a sense of urgency and excitement about your opportunity that is now at hand. Therefore, you should never have a recruitment campaign where you do not have the deadline for applications. Never have an open recruitment campaign. You always must have the deadline because you must create a sense of urgency to excite and motivate people to act. Compel the relevant audience to jump on your opportunity and commit to the process. This is what persuasion is. And this can be achieved through compelling storytelling, highlighting unique selling points of the role, of the opportunity, of the career opportunity in your organization, clearly articulating the career growth and learning opportunities available, and also through some persuasive power words. But at the same time, you must ensure that you deliver a great candidate experience, right? Because you want to keep your candidates updated and treated like they are warm leads, because that's what they are. So let me summarize this for you. Effective recruitment marketing requires much more than just posting a job on a well-known board. No amount of media coverage will help you if your offer, and here I want you to read words, if your words do not persuade, compel those job seekers to consider and act. The more there is competition for the same types of offers, for the same job seekers, the more attention you need to place on the competitiveness and persuasiveness of your offer. What if your competitiveness was only up to your ability to describe and communicate in a way that conveys the message that the job seeker wanted to receive and inspire them to act? What if your organization is really competitive? You just don't know how to convey that message. What if it was only up to your skills to convey the message? Think about that. Focusing on persuasive and effective communication, understanding who your right candidates are, like understanding precisely what triggers them, building this trust as a prospective employer, hiring manager, and a recruiter. These all make the secret sauce for your success in talent acquisition. You want to attract not just any candidates, but the right candidates. Those candidates who are genuinely interested and ready to embark on this journey with your company. And this is how you do it. Listen to this episode again if you need to. And I think you need. This can be complex, but I can tell you that this is so inspiring when you learn those skills that are required from great communicators. It's just so inspiring. It keeps giving. And I believe you're like me, that you just want to dig your hands into it like over and over again and just want to learn everything about it. Now, if you feel that you have done everything to improve your recruitment success, but you're still not meeting expectations, what if it's down to those messages and your communication skills? And that's where I believe that our Instant Employer Brand Accelerator program is just the perfect solution for your problem. This is a 12-week online program during which you learn and you revamp your recruitment process, the communication side, with the specific communication system that we introduce to you and give to you. And obviously, you will revamp the content with our guidance, and we give you templates and sparring to do that. You'll get our feedback as you go forward during this 12 weeks. Now, I want to read to you of the feedback that some of our students have given to us, because it just tells you how special this program is. Okay, the method we learned in this program is completely different to what I'm used to, and it's super interesting. I also love that each week we actually put into practice what we learn. And another one. This program exceeded my expectations completely. Weekly tasks and educational content worked well together and made learning pleasant. Coaches were always available and made me welcome to ask them anything. That's right. I work in many areas of HR, and this program made me see recruiting in a whole new way. I'm looking forward to executing a revamped recruitment process. And another one. I've experienced so many aha moments during this program. Whenever I make a purchase from your company, it's always worth the investment. You guys are so professional. It makes me trust I will succeed with what I learn from you. And the last one. During this program, you truly developed a new process and lots of materials for it, unlike with many other courses where you only learn and you never have time to implement your learning. That is what makes this program so different. It's not just about learning. In fact, it's a little bit about learning and a lot more about doing. So you literally, by the end of the course, you have been given the opportunity to create all this content for yourself, everything. That's it. And that's it also for this episode. So don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a review, send me feedback, comment this episode on social media, and share this podcast episode and this podcast with your colleagues and your audience. I would really appreciate that. Let's get the word out there about modern employer branding. Now, stay tuned for more insightful episodes on mastering branding, marketing, and communications in talent acquisition, employer branding, career development, personal branding, branding yourself as an expert, or even as a solopreneur HR professional in order to get more sales and build your solopreneur brand. My name is Susanna Rantanen. Until next week. Moi moi. Thanks for tuning in.